Welcome, everyone. Good morning to those who are gathered here in the sanctuary and to all who are joining online today. We begin this morning with a musical prelude offered by River Livengood on the French horn.
Welcome to the Unitarian Universalist Congregation of Charlottesville. My name is Riley Griffith, and my pronouns are she and her.
And my name is Hazel Semmelhack, and my pronouns are she and her.
We are pleased to be leading worship this morning with our entire coming of age class and our congregation's director of music, Scott DeVoe.
This sanctuary was built over 70 years ago on the homeland of the Monacan people and was once cared for by enslaved people from Africa and their descendants. We honor all who have dwelt here and all in our congregation whose lives led to this moment of our gathering.
When those of you who are here in person entered the sanctuary this morning, you were encouraged to sit next to someone you don't know well. We hope this can help us all get to know each other a little better. We invite everyone to now take a moment to greet those around you. Those worshiping online may unmute, and those here in the sanctuary or social hall are welcome to say good morning to those around you.
We offer a special welcome to newcomers and invite you to join us for fellowship after the service in the social hall. Please use one of our red coffee mugs and join us for conversation at the newcomer table, which has a red tablecloth. And UCville members and friends are reminded to offer a warm welcome to anyone with a red mug.
There is a live stream of the service in the social hall, and while everyone is welcome here in the sanctuary, the social hall can be a good option if you need a room space. Many thanks to all the folks helping us share worship both here and online, our greeters, ushers, and hospitality team, and special thanks to our AV Tech team today of Brett Gastinger and Angela Orban. And now we have greetings from board member and my dad, John Griffith.
Thank you, and welcome everybody from the on behalf of the board. And I have to say, I'm so proud of all these kids. I've seen a little bit of the rehearsal. They're really amazing. And I'm just going to talk about one of my favorite topics, which is the UU Parent Support Group, also known as OOPS. And I think we're supposed to meet today after 12:30 in Lower Hall 3. And I also wanted to say that over the summer, we're going to meet once a month on the third Sunday, June, July, August. We've been reading this book called Raising Good Humans, and we'll continue that in the fall. But we also just mostly talk and share our experiences. And I want to say, after what you see, you're going to wonder that this is probably redundant, but it's for the parents. That's my hint, and I'm going to read one thing from it, which is just a quote in the introduction. When we become parents, we often see ourselves as our children's teachers, but we soon discover that our children are our teachers as well. It's from Daniel Siegel and Mary Hartzell. So welcome, enjoy.
Thank you, John. Here are this morning's announcements. All are welcome to a discussion today at 12:15 in the parlor to learn more about the 2025-26 proposed congregational budget, which will be voted on at the congregational meeting on June 8th. There will also be a discussion on Zoom this Tuesday, May 27th from 7 to 8 p.m. Please visit the church website to see the proposed budget, a budget memo, and the most up-to-date financial news.
Many of us are feeling called to protest, wanting to know more about how to do so safely and effectively. Next Sunday, June 1st, right after the service, UCville's Mosaic Squad will offer a brief orientation to protesting, including do's and don'ts, safety tips, and more. We'll meet here in the sanctuary from 12:30 to 1:15 next Sunday, June 1st.
The UCville Israel-Palestine Learning Circle is sponsoring a discussion called Perspectives on Peacemaking in the Middle East with Dr. Mark Gopin on Tuesday, June 3rd at 7 p.m. on Zoom. Check out the Friday newsletter for more information and the Zoom link.
We have a new campaign that encourages Virginia voters to go to the polls. In the church office, there are packets containing everything you need: postcards, stamps, and addresses, and a sample card with the required message. Please take a packet, complete the cards, and mail them as soon as possible, by June 6th at the latest.
There is a second round of voting on the color of the new floor tiles for the two hallways in our social hall. The 5 tile color choices are in the social hall this morning. Please stop by after worship and let us know what you think would be the prettiest color.
Today is the last session before a summer break of our UU Parent Support Group. All are welcome, Hall Room 3 from 12:30 to 1:30. Our Sunday second hour will offer supervised childcare for all children on the playgrounds from 12:30 to 1:30. Parents, please sign your children in and out of Sunday second hour.
There is a church picnic today at the home of church member Elizabeth Breeden at 981 Old Lynchburg Road. The cost is only $10, with proceeds going to the congregation and Kids Eat Free. Join us this afternoon for delicious food and lots of fun.
We have special greetings this morning from Reverend Leah.
Good morning, everyone. It is a joy to be here with you. And I have to tell you, my heart just swells to see how many of you are here on this holiday weekend to support our wonderful coming of age youth. Our congregation's coming of age program invites our young people, this year our 8th, 9th, and 10th grades, to spend a year learning about and exploring what it means to be a Unitarian Universalist. While this is what we do throughout our congregation's faith development program, nursery through high school, our coming of age program does this with more intention and depth. Each participant is paired with an adult from our congregation who serves as their mentor. Our coming of age program provides an opportunity to do some deep thinking about one's beliefs, as well as work to clarify and articulate one's values within the framework of Unitarian Universalism, with love at the center. Those young people today have done a tremendous job exploring their personal beliefs and what is of ultimate importance to them, at least right now. As youths, we honor that we are all lifelong learners on a path of searching and refining our own understanding of truth and meaning. We want our youth, ourselves, to keep evolving. I've heard it said we are each responsible for our own evolution. Last night, we celebrated this group of 13 youth and all their accomplishments and wins at their recognition dinner ceremony. And I am so proud of our coming of age participants. It is also my joy to share that 8 of them chose last night to sign the membership book and become official members of our congregation. This right of membership is theirs, having completed the coming of age program. And let's give them a loving round of applause again, all of the youth in our coming of age program.
My name is Coretta Powers, and my pronouns are she, her. Our call to worship this morning is by Sharon Wiley. It is okay to be tired of change. It is okay to be tired of everything different. Okay to feel weary of resiliency and wholeness and learning and growth. And okay to yearn simply for rest. It's okay to be grouchy and unsatisfied and all the ordinary human ways of being that we are. Let this morning be a reminder that you are loved. Let our time together soothe what is restless in you. May you be comforted in knowing that whatever you are feeling today and other days, you are not alone. You are never alone. Come, let us worship together.
Please join me in the chalice lighting as Ian Halbert lights our chalice. We gather this hour as people of faith with joys and sorrows, gifts and needs. We light this beacon of hope, sign of our quest for truth and meaning in celebration of the life we share together. Please join me in the words and hand motions from children's worship. Hold your hand out flat as the matchbook and your fingers the match. We will light this chalice to celebrate Unitarian Universalism. This is a church of open minds. This is a church of helping hands. This is a church of loving hearts. Let's rise in body or spirit and join in singing one of our coming age group's favorite songs, You Are Sunshine. We will sing the chorus, then the verse 1, and then the chorus again. The words will be projected on the screen, and we have Roman as our guitarist.
All right. You are my
sunshine, my only sunshine. You make me happy when skies are
Now I would like to invite anyone of all ages, children, adults, parents, anyone feeling young at heart, to come join us up at the front red rug for a story. Come on, it's gonna be fun, I'm fun. Hi guys, how are you today? Are you excited for your kid service activities?
Yeah.
Okay. By David Soman and Jackie Davis. I'll be reading and it will be projected up on the board. Finally, says Luke, zipping into the kitchen. She slips into the chair next to her brother. Did you know that ladybugs eat bugs? Yes, he says. Everyone knows that. After breakfast, Mama says, "What do I have to do work around the house? You'll have to figure out your own fun until then, okay?" "How am I ever going to do that?" she asks Lulu. "You can do anything, Lulu. You're a ladybug girl." Lulu runs after her brother. "Where are you going?" "I'm going to go play baseball with Sam and Max." "Can I play too?" "No, you're too little, and bugs don't play baseball." With a sigh, Lulu wanders through the house. Bingo follows. There's nothing to do. There's a red box. Can't read yet, but she knows her letters. She finds lots of L's. More than 59, she thinks. Then she waters her avocado plant. She takes out a ruler to measure if it's grown. Some days it doesn't seem to be getting any bigger. When Bingo gives Lulu the look, it's time to go outside. In the backyard, the grass smells sweet and it sparkles with dew. As Bingo shuffles about, Lulu discovers a line of ants marching over a rock. "Is that rock in your way, ants? It's much too big for you to move, isn't it?" she says. "I can help you. I'm Ladybug Girl." Ladybug Girl easily lifts the rock over her head and tosses it aside. Nothing can stop the ants now. "Come on, Bingo," she says. Ladybug Girl has things to do. She runs across the yard to the pond. Her brother calls it a puddle, but she knows it's big. So big she can see the trees and the sky inside the water. There might even be a shark in the deep part. Ladybug Girl jumps in anyway. Her next stop is the old, crumbling stone wall. It definitely needs her help. She picks up the fallen rocks and puts them back on top. Now the wall is bigger and better than before. It's the perfect fort. Even the topple of a tree at the back of the yard can't stop her. Its roots look like angry snakes. Ladybug Girl skips all the way down the trunk, not even falling once. She jumps down and lands with a bang. "Take what she says." Bingo wags his tail. All of a sudden, Lulu hears the crack of a baseball. She whirls around to see a ball bouncing towards her. "Then her brother says, 'Throw it over here.' She picks up the ball and throws it. Somehow it lands near her feet. "Please, can I play with you now?" she asks when her brother runs over. "No," he says. "I already told you, you're too little." He grabs the ball and runs back to his game. Lulu glares after him. Down, feeling the sun on her cheeks. She knows she isn't too little. She thinks of the 59 letter L's she found, how she saved the ants, how she wasn't afraid of the shark at all, how she built the perfect fort, and how she bounced across the whole tree without falling, herself. From out of nowhere, a gust of wind swirls the air with leaves. She jumps up to chase them. Ladybug Girl can catch leaves midair. Ladybug Girl is definitely not little, she yells into the wind. Lulu runs up to the hill to the apple tree and lifts herself onto a branch. She sees her brother and his friends playing baseball and hears them arguing. That doesn't look like much fun at all. not the kind a fun ladybug girl has. She holds her thumb and her fingers a little bit apart and squints through them. She can fit her brother and all his friends in between those fingers. I'm not little, she says. You're little. Lulu sits for a moment, listening to the singing blue jays and the squawking sparrows. When she hears Mama calling, she swings down and says, "Come on, Bingo, let's go inside and tell Mama and Papa all about our morning." Feeling as big as the whole outdoors, Lulu stretches out her arms and flies down the hill with her wings bobbing behind her. Thank you, the end. We chose this story because it reminds us about the imaginations of childhood and to maintain that imagination even when we're coming of age. Thank you. But please join me in the singing of hymn 114 as we leave this friendly place.
Our coming of age program, hold on. Our coming of age program asks each participant to explore our own faith and beliefs. Our Unitarian Universalist faith is non-creedal. Each of us must explore what we value and what is most important to us. We must think about big questions like what happens after we die, what is our understanding of God, who or what are our resources of inspiration and wisdom. We do this important thinking in shared community so that we can help each other live our values. Our class met with Rev Tim to talk about our faith statements. We had prompting questions from Rev Leah, our youth advisors, and our mentors to help us express our thoughts and beliefs. We know our thoughts and beliefs will change somewhat over time and throughout our lives. What we have created is not set in stone. One of the best things is that our credos or faith statements did not have to be written statements. We were invited to express ourselves through an art project or song or written statement, whatever form we felt allowed to express ourselves. Some of us have chosen to share our faith statements or expressions with you this morning as a part of this service. We hope you enjoy hearing what we have to say and that you will be inspired to continue reflecting on your own beliefs, values, and faith.
Hello, my name is River Livingood. My pronouns are they, them, and this is my faith statement. I believe on this earth, we all have a sense of worth, whether that being a worth of love, hope, generosity, or something else. I believe that we all need a form of hope in life that we should all strive for. Some people strive for the love of a god or gods. Others strive for Dharma and Nirvana. What I may strive for may be different. I believe in the hope of love towards others. I believe in the hope of humanity, no matter how ugly it could be. I believe in the idea that we are all important. No heaven, no hell, just stardust at the edge of the universe, ever expanding. I believe in the words of others as well as myself to guide in the light in each of us. I believe in the fate of our actions, something controlling yet lenient, making us our own unique species. I believe as a person, as a people, as a person, we have the choice to help, hate, or love in this world without the word of a God. Thank you.
My brother Will is sick today and cannot be with us. Here are some thoughts from his faith statement, as well as the artistic image he created to represent his faith. Respect others and yourself, honoring others' truths, feeling empathy for others' pain, standing up for yourself and others when necessary, trying to understand why people do what they do, staying true to yourself, especially when it's hard, being kind to yourself and others. Love can carry you through a hard time. These statements are the basis of his faith.
My name is Riley. I'm a 7-year attendant at this church and part of the coming of age group. And this is my credo. I will start my credo by saying what is most important to me. I don't believe in any form of God, and I am an atheist. The reason for this is that I have never seen or felt something that I would consider divine. If God does exist, which goes against my beliefs, he has not shown me a sign or helped me throughout my life. I am set apart from agnostics because I don't believe that there will ever be proof of the existence of God. What rules will I follow if I have no God to instruct me? I will follow the rules of science. I believe that a Big Bang occurred billions of years ago. From that, the stars and planets formed, including Earth, and on Earth, little creatures formed and evolved into what we are now. Sadly, science also says that the only true goal of organisms is to reproduce and carry on the species. This may be true, and if it is a rule of science, I will follow it, but no matter what, I will live my life to the fullest. How will I treat people in general? I will treat everybody with respect, and I will strive to not partake in any form of racism because science tells me that we are all one big species. How will I treat other religions? I will treat people of other religions with respect. I will treat people without any religion with respect, and I will acknowledge that religions bring people together, and I will not attempt to sever those bonds. I will acknowledge that religions create conflict between people, and I will not actively seek to create any conflict. I will learn about other religions so that I can understand their followers better. That is my credo. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of the service.
Hello. My name is Amelia McCutcheon. This is my faith statement, and my faith statement is going to be a song accompanied by Lucas as the electric guitar. Finally got here, don't know how. With all the promises I've made, with all the hope I haven't lost, every single tear, every single scream, every single trust fall. Every single stupid apology for no reason at all. Every time I've regretted being here, every time I've wondered if I could join them up above. The promises I've made to stay here, all the tears you've shed, I don't want to be a reason for that. No matter the reasons you've stayed, no matter the reasons I've stayed, just this final time I'll stay. I just can't let go of all of you. You've all managed to sneak into my heart. One by one I'll lay down the pieces of my soul, just this final time. I want you to stay. I don't want you leaving me alone. I don't want to leave you here alone. Just this final time I'll stay.
Hi, I'm Rowan Duran. Now we enter our time of centering and sharing. Please join me in the spirit of prayer. Spirit of life, spirit of love. We are grateful for this time together in this community and to be reminded of some of the things that matter most to us, including creativity, respect, empathy, trust, and the power of observation. May the time we spend with one another today help us each feel a deeper connection to one another, to the human family, and to the larger love that holds us all. Amen and blessed be. We are an interconnected community that cares for one another. Part of how we embody this care is by making time each week to share the joys and sorrows we hold in our hearts.
In honor of all our joys and sorrows, everyone is invited to come forward as you wish and place a glass stone in a communal bowl of water as a symbolic act of each being held by the larger love that holds us all. All are welcome to participate, including those who are new to our congregation. Those online may type their joys and sorrows into the chat. We have 2 baskets holding glass stones, one at the back of the sanctuary and one in the front pews. Please take a stone or stones from whichever basket is closest to you. When you have your stone, feel free to come down the center or side aisles and make your way to the bowl of water on the table in front of the chalice. No need to form a line. Simply come forward as you are so moved. There's plenty of room for time to drop their stone into the bowl at the same time. Cindy and Benton Groner from the pastoral care team will come forward to help hold the space. Cindy will also be available for a few minutes after the service in the back corner of the sanctuary if you are in need of support or just want someone to listen. Those online can contact pastoral care team at pastoral@ucharlottesville.org. Let us begin. Hi, my name is Riley Griffith, and my pronouns are she, her. I was at first hesitant to write and present my personal credo statement. I was afraid to write down something that I believed in because I knew that it would change and that feeling of perfection would never be reached. I have now embraced the principle of transformation and the fact that nothing will ever be complete or perfect. When I first started thinking about what I want to include in my credo, the topic of God immediately popped into my mind. As someone who attended a Christian preschool, I was exposed to the subject of religion at a pretty young age. I was always troubled by it, though, rejecting the science that I had learned was something an old book told me to believe in didn't sit right with me. And these thoughts also brought up many questions. If God really loved everyone, then why was there so much suffering? If the Bible preaches love, then why do so many people use it to justify hate? And when I pray, why do I feel as if no one is listening to me? This nearly caused me to develop a hatred for something I didn't even know if I believed in. Eventually, I concluded that if God were to exist, he wasn't an old man in the sky, like how he was depicted in my Bible picture book. To me, God was simply love. While I would identify as an agnostic and have spent countless hours endlessly pondering these questions with hope to find an answer, I've made peace with my incomplete thoughts, knowing that no answer would fully satisfy these questions. I believe in the inherent worth of all people. I believe that no human is born with sin. I believe that it is my obligation to act against hate and inequality, as it is for me to help those when I am able. I believe that just the smallest act can make the biggest difference. I believe that life is meant to be enjoyed. I believe that fun is not something you can ever outgrow. And I believe in making meaningful relationships with friends and family, as it's the people in life that truly make it special. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Hazel Semmelhack. I'm going to begin with a statement I believe to be true. Tragedy is usually the result of being unlucky. A popular idea in the world of religion is that tragedy is brought about by human sin. Tragedy is God's punishment for sinners. But most people experience some amount of tragedy in their lives, like losing a loved one or your house being burned down by a fire. Does this mean we're all sinners? Perhaps you agree with this idea, but I reject this concept. Tragedy doesn't mean you've done something wrong. It just means you got unlucky. I embrace the idea of the inherent goodness in humanity. Although we often see examples of bad things happening in our world, these things are done by a small amount of our world's population. It's important to remain hopeful. Despite these challenges we're facing, there are still a lot of good people in the world. This quote from Mahatma Gandhi says exactly this. You must not lose faith in humanity. Humanity is an ocean. If a few drops of the ocean are dirty, the ocean does not become dirty. Basically, humankind is good. Another belief I have is that there is some sort of divine presence watching over us all. Not a God so much, but rather a feeling or a presence. Some of you may know this presence as the spirit of love or something else. This spirit feels to me like a feeling created by people, a love of just everything belonging to everyone. This spirit moves me to spread more love into the world towards everything and everyone who welcomes all. When I first started writing this credo, I was a little lost. It really prompted me to think about myself and what I believe in. But also, what do I even care about? I struggled for a bit, but soon some things came to me. Of course, my family came to mind. Family is really one of the things we take most for granted in life, so I need to make sure I really do value my family and be vocal about that. I'm so grateful for them and all of the support they give me. Family is definitely one of my biggest core values. Something I think is also really important in life is to make sure that we are always growing. This is something that resonates with our orange and green values of transformation and growth. We are never complete in our journey in life and should always be looking for ways to grow and become better people. I'm making an effort to be more patient and understanding, which is something I personally struggle with. Sometimes it can be easy to forget our values when we're just going through our daily lives, so I'm making an effort to hold my values close to me and live them out mindfully every single day. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Madeline Reddick Smith, and my pronouns are she, her. I believe that religion is something that can bring people together, but just as much can separate people and cause so much suffering and pain passed through generations. I don't know if there is or isn't some higher power watching over us, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with some things staying mysteries forever, especially because things that are unknown tend to get twisted and misheard. I'm not a religious person because I cannot confidently believe in any of the things written in their scriptures without lying to myself and others. However, I'm not an atheist because I can also not confidently say there is nothing above or explain the reasoning for everything around us. I would label myself as agnostic, or, as my mom says, an apathetic agnostic. Which sounds rude or mean, but it's in the way of I don't know, and I'm okay with not knowing, and all of these existential questions not keeping me up at night. And I have countless friends, family stories, etc., of people finding Jesus Christ and God and getting sober or becoming much happier or finding a reason to live again. On top of that, they're some of the kindest and most understanding people I know. However, I also have countless friends, family stories, etc., of feeling anxious around their religion or terrified they'll go to hell or using their religion as an excuse to be a terrible person and use inexcusable language. In conclusion, I do not believe in any religion, but I also do not believe in some greater force out of our control. Thank you.
Hello, my name is August Gastinger and my pronouns are he, him. This community offers its love and support to what is closest to our hearts. Another way we show our care for one another is sharing our financial gifts with our community and our congregation. Our social action collection for the month of May is for the Central Virginia Community Justice, whose mission is to provide brave spaces for restorative justice practices. CVCJ is also closely connected to our congregation, and several of our members work with CVCJ, and UUCville also provides space for CVCJ meetings and conferences. In addition to giving online, if you would like to make a donation with a cash or check, please use the social action collection envelopes here in the sanctuary. Place them in the collection plate. Please make out checks to the UU Congregation of Charlottesville and write Social Action Collection in the memo line. We also invite you to generously support the ministries and mission of UUCville. Through your pledges and the weekly Sunday morning offering, together, our financial gifts support our congregation and enable us to put love into action. This is our shared ministry. During the music that follows, you can offer your financial support by using the text address or going to our website. You may place cash or checks in the collection plates as they are passed. Let us now dedicate all of the many gifts we share with one another by saying, "We accept your gifts with gratitude. May we use them wisely and for the highest good." As the offering is received, Hazel and Riley G will play Arioso by Johann Sebastian Bach.
Thank you, Riley and Hazel and Liam and Ian as our ushers. Hello, my name is Coretta Powers, and I've been a part of UU Seville for 10 years and a member for about 13 hours. I'd like to invite you to think of things that come in threes. Three-leafed clovers, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, which is three, ghosts of past, present, and future, and things simply as a triangle. With this in mind, I'd like to introduce my credo in the form of threes. The three things most important to me: the joy I bring and feel, the nature that surrounds me, and the relationships I contribute and benefit from. I'd like to start with joy. Especially with summer coming soon and school coming to end, I am experiencing lots of joy. I began writing my credo after hanging out with my friends at the farmer's market where I bought my father a tomato plant. That simply brought me joy. So joy was the first thing I wrote down. I want to dedicate my life to causing joy, experiencing joy, and creating joy in this church. Next is nature. Once again, with summer coming, it makes me appreciate the green more. I never feel happier than when I'm out in the world, gardening, and seeing the beauty of the outdoors. My commitment is to treasure the earth and respect all living things in it. My longest belief, my relationships. I want to thank my mom and dad for raising me and taking me to church every Sunday. There's nothing more important to me than my family and my friends. I adore everyone in this church, to my youth group, who I've known most of them since I was being read stories and not reading them to others, and to every new person in this church I haven't been able to meet yet. I'm not sure what my relationship with God is, or the afterlife. I still don't have all the answers. I'm not sure if I'm a Christian, a Buddhist, an agnostic, or an atheist, and I'm okay with that. I'm okay with not knowing. I want to dedicate my life to what's going on right now and not what might be. To my mentor, Laura, you are the sweetest woman I could have been paired with. I hope only one day I can be as smart and kind as you have been to me. You're an utter joy to be around, and I hope I never forget anything you've taught me. I treasure my relationships with everyone and everything, I treasure my relationships with everyone and everything, especially within this church. Thank you, everyone, for bringing me joy, enjoying nature with me, and being a part of my relationship with this church.
Hello, my name is August Gastinger, and this is my personal faith statement. Thanks to Greg Townsend for helping guide me and being my mentor. Growing up as a younger brother, I've always had a competitive spirit in me. I remember my childhood being filled with board games, sports, and fun. Thanks, Grant. This has always been in me, and I always stop to play a game with someone. I believe that life should be filled with laughter and fun and lots of card games. I think that time is best spent enjoying hobbies with friends and family, like playing cards with the church elders at Douthit State Park every single year. This has always made me view many things as being something competitive, and it pushes me to become a better version of myself. So, as many of you know or don't know, I've been doing the martial art of Kung Fu for about 9 years now. After about 7 of those years, I have gained enough experience to start taking part in traditional lion and dragon dances. With these dances, we go around the community and share the culture of southern China with children and adults alike. The best part about these dances is the joy that lights up on the kids' faces when they first see the dragon pop out from behind the corner or a lion start to wake up. I think that exploring other cultures deepens our connections with other people, helping us expand our views and be more open-minded. I believe in science and that the unknown is there for us to learn from, not for someone to tell us what it is. I do not believe that there is a God or gods, as it seems very unlikely to me that there is some extraterrestrial being that we have not made contact with yet. While some people believe in a God, I will respect that, as I think that all people's opinions should be heard, even if I do not agree with them. I believe that although many people do horrible things, there's no such thing as someone being truly bad. They are just misled or misunderstood. I think that although many people see the future as something to fear, there are many hopeful signs for it. Many teens and young adults are standing for issues that are important to them, and that makes this future seem bright to me. One of my favorite songs by the Shins, It's Only Life, presents the idea that if you spend all of your time stressing about the small details, you will lose sight of the big picture of enjoying yourself in life. I think that the line, "How will you learn to steer when you're grinding all your gears?" is a great example of this. The message I will leave with you today is not to fret about things outside your power, but to enjoy your time with friends and family. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Liam Little. We want to take a moment to honor our group advisors, Linda and Frank Dukes, David Meller, and Dana Reddick.
I'm Connor Duran. We also want to thank the adults in our congregation who served as our mentors. We each met individually with our mentors to complete our coming of age notebook and to work on our faith statements.
Will our advisors and mentors please join us here on the chancel? Our mentors are Laura Horn, Stephen Blair, Jane Howard, Frank Dukes, Kim Grover, Jean Newland, Greg Townsend, Jason Woodson, Bonnie Hanson, Patty Rollins, Haley Owens, Julia Landis, and Keith McGlamory.
Will our congregation join us in sharing our appreciation of our mentors and advisors?
Mentors and advisors, we thank you. You may be seated. Please rise now and body your spirit for our closing hymn, number 1064 in the teal hymnal, Blue Boat Home. The words will be projected.
Thank you. You may be seated. As Ian extinguishes our chalice, I offer these closing words by Nancy Wood. Hold on to what is good, even if it is just a handful of earth. Hold on to what you believe, even if it is just a tree which stands by itself. Hold on to what you must do, even if it is a long way from here. Hold on to life, even when it is easier letting go. Hold on to my hand when I've gone away from you. Thank you. And our postlude will be by Riley Griffith. We encourage you all to stay seated and listen to it. It's Minuet by Badarowski. Thank you.